Did you happen to see what Giannis said and how he took a direct shot at LeBron James? You sunk my battleship. Yeah, you have the quote there?
Yeah, he says, legends don't chase.
I'm sorry?
Legends don't chase.
Legends don't chase.
They attract.
They attract.
Yeah.
And that is a direct message at the LeBron James battleship. Let's say it again.
What?
Legends don't chase, they attract.
Giannis Antetokounmpo just fired shots at LeBron James on social media right after the trade deadline. And it's about time someone with actual credibility called out what LeBron has been doing to this league for 2 decades. The Greek Freak didn't get traded, and instead decided to expose the entire system that LeBron has built around himself, where he controls narratives, bullies organizations, and gets away with behavior that would end anyone else's career. 5 words that reveal everything wrong with LeBron's stranglehold on basketball. Let's get into it.
It's one thing.
So I'm making stuff
it's
up.
one
If you
thing
can make it up.
when a handsome loudmouth on TV or the radio or the podcast says the things that I happen to say about LeBron. If you want to attack me as a non-player, a guy that doesn't respect my basketball acumen, I'm here for all of it. That's fine. And I'll take it, and I know where it comes from. People on LeBron's payroll, people that go to bed with Klutch and wake up with Klutch hugging him and giving him a reach around, and I can accept that. But when a guy like Giannis comes out and says verbatim everything I've said about LeBron, you can't attack it. Because Giannis is one of the 25 greatest players of his generation, maybe of all time. He's got a ring, so he's got the championship pedigree. And he said what I've been saying, a lot of people like me have been saying for years. Great players do not chase championships. They attract talent to come to them.
Before we break this down, drop a comment and tell me, are you tired of LeBron controlling the entire NBA through Klutch Sports and his media connections while facing zero accountability for anything he does? Alright, so the NBA trade deadline just passed, and Giannis Antetokounmpo stayed in Milwaukee. He didn't get traded to the Knicks or Warriors despite all the speculation. And right after the deadline, Giannis posted something on social media that absolutely destroyed LeBron James and exposed everything that's been wrong with the NBA for the past 15 years. Giannis wrote, "Legends don't chase, they attract." 5 simple words that tear apart LeBron's entire career and the corrupt system he's built around himself. And here's the beautiful part. This didn't come from some media personality that LeBron's people can attack and discredit. This came from Giannis, one of the best players in the world, someone with a championship ring, someone who actually has credibility that can't be dismissed.
What's the number one thing that LeBron haters always say about LeBron? LeBron James chased the championship.
They talk about everything about
LeBron
his
James
face,
went
his
to
books.
Miami to join a championship team with Dwayne Wade and brought Chris Bosh with him because he was doing what? Chasing a championship. LeBron James went to LA to try to chase a championship. LeBron James has never stayed put and tried to attract talent to him and win a championship. He has always chased the title, and that's well documented.
Let's talk about why this is so devastating and why it matters that Giannis said it instead of literally anyone else. Because here's the reality of how LeBron operates. When someone on TV or radio or a podcast criticizes LeBron, what happens? The army comes out. Klutch Sports goes to work. Rich Paul makes phone calls. Suddenly that person is getting attacked by everyone on LeBron's payroll. You've got media members who are literally in bed with Klutch Sports and wake up with Klutch giving them information and access. Those people immediately go on the attack, defending LeBron no matter what he does. They call critics haters. They question their basketball knowledge. They make it about race or respect or anything except the actual legitimate criticism being raised. That's how LeBron has operated for years. He's built this machine around himself where he controls the narrative. You can't criticize him without facing a coordinated attack from his people. Media members are scared to say anything negative about LeBron because they'll lose access. Players are scared to call him out because Klutch represents so many guys and has so much power in the league.
He didn't say anything about
Giannis
LeBron.
said LeBron James is a fraud.
He did not.
Giannis said LeBron James ain't nobody's
No,
goat.
he
ain't
not.
nobody's king.
No, he didn't.
LeBron James is nobody. Giannis just put words to actions. Giannis just said real stars, real great players never chase championships. They attract talent. Michael Jordan never chased. Larry Bird never chased. Magic Johnson never chased. Isaiah Thomas never chased. None of the greats ever chased. It's the clowns that chase championships. The great players stand by themselves as men that attracted players to come play with them.
But Giannis just broke through all of that. When Giannis says legends don't chase, they attract, nobody can attack him for it. He's not some podcaster or TV personality that Klutch can discredit. He's one of the 25 greatest players of his generation with a championship ring and MVP awards. He has earned the right to speak on what it means to be a legend. And he just said everything that people like Craig Carton have been saying for a decade. The difference is, Giannis can't be silenced or discredited. LeBron's machine can't come after him the way they come after media members. Giannis just gave credibility and legitimacy to every criticism of LeBron that's been dismissed as hate for years. And LeBron's people are absolutely panicking, because for once, they can't control the narrative. Let's break down what Giannis is actually saying here. Great players don't chase championships by jumping from team to team, joining other superstars. Real legends stay somewhere and build something. They attract talent to come play with them. They make organizations better just by being there. They don't abandon teams when things get tough to go join easier situations. That is the exact opposite of everything LeBron has done in his career. LeBron has never stayed anywhere and built a dynasty. He's never been the guy who made players want to come to his city to play with him. He's always been the one chasing, always been the one leaving to join other stars, always been the one looking for the easiest path to a championship. LeBron left Cleveland to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. He didn't attract them to Cleveland. He abandoned his team to join theirs. He chased the championship. And he had the audacity to go on national television with The Decision and make it this big spectacle while destroying the city that loved him. That's not legendary behavior. That's selfish, narcissistic behavior from someone who only cares about his own legacy. Then he went back to Cleveland when they had Kyrie Irving and could trade for Kevin Love. That wasn't loyalty. That was recognizing that Cleveland had assembled assets he could use to win. And LeBron fans want to act like Kevin Love is proof that LeBron attracts talent. Kevin Love was in Minnesota and got traded. He didn't choose to go play with LeBron. The front office made a trade. That's not attracting anything. Then LeBron went to the Lakers and teamed up with Anthony Davis. Same pattern. He's never stayed put and made something special. He's never been the guy who builds a dynasty in one place. He's a mercenary who goes wherever the situation looks best at that moment. And the NBA has let him get away with it because he's LeBron and he has too much power. Here's what really makes this unfair. LeBron gets to operate by a completely different set of rules than everyone else in the league. He can openly recruit players to join him. He can force teams to trade for guys he wants. He can get coaches fired if he doesn't like them. He controls entire organizations through his relationship with Rich Paul and Klutch Sports. How many guys in the league are represented by Klutch? How many front office decisions are influenced by keeping LeBron happy because you don't want problems with Klutch? How many media narratives are shaped by people who depend on access from LeBron's camp? The entire ecosystem of the NBA revolves around keeping LeBron happy and protecting his image. And when someone dares to criticize him, the machine kicks into gear. You get labeled a hater. You get accused of not respecting greatness. Your basketball knowledge gets questioned. Media members who are in LeBron's pocket come after you. It's a coordinated attack designed to silence anyone who speaks truth about what LeBron actually is. That's why what Giannis said is so powerful. He can't be silenced. He can't be intimidated. He's accomplished too much and earned too much respect to be dismissed. When Giannis says legends don't chase, that carries weight that no media member's opinion ever could. And it exposes LeBron in a way that LeBron's people can't defend against. Think about the actual legends of this game. Michael Jordan stayed in Chicago. He didn't leave to join other superstars when things got tough. He stayed and they built a dynasty around him. Players wanted to come play with Jordan because he was that magnetic. Larry Bird spent his entire career in Boston. Magic Johnson never left the Lakers. Tim Duncan was in San Antonio for 19 years. Kobe Bryant was a Laker for life. Those guys understood what it meant to be a franchise cornerstone. They planted their flag somewhere and said, "This is my city, this is my team, come be part of what we're building." They didn't jump ship every few years looking for easier paths to rings. They earned their championships the right way. LeBron has never done that. He's been chasing his entire career, and he's gotten away with it because he's built this protective shield around himself through Klutch Sports and media connections. Nobody's been able to call it out without facing consequences. Until now. Until Giannis broke through the wall. And the timing is perfect because Giannis just proved his point. He stayed in Milwaukee, one of the smallest markets in the league. He won a championship there. He had opportunities to leave and didn't take them. He committed long-term with a supermax extension. He's building something in a place that isn't glamorous or easy. That's what real legends do. LeBron would never stay in Milwaukee. He needs to be in big markets with maximum media attention and endorsement opportunities. He needs to control the narrative and have his people positioned everywhere to protect his image. Milwaukee doesn't offer that. So LeBron would have forced his way out the first chance he got. That's the difference between a legend and a politician pretending to be a legend. Here's another angle that needs to be discussed. LeBron's control over the league has created an unfair competitive environment. Teams that don't have relationships with Klutch are at a disadvantage. Players who aren't represented by Klutch have less power. Media members who don't play ball with LeBron's camp get frozen out. The entire system is rigged in LeBron's favor. How is that fair to other players? How is that fair to organizations trying to build teams? How is that fair to fans who want to see honest competition instead of LeBron manipulating everything behind the scenes? The NBA has allowed LeBron to accumulate so much power that he essentially controls outcomes. That's not competitive sports. That's a reality show where one guy writes the script. Giannis is showing there's another way. You can be loyal. You can build something in one place. You can win without manipulating systems and controlling narratives. You can be a true legend without needing an army of people protecting your image and attacking anyone who questions you. That's the model the NBA should want. Instead, the league has empowered LeBron to operate like a mafia don. The fact that we're even having this conversation shows how warped things have become. We shouldn't have to celebrate a player for staying with one team and trying to build something. That should be normal. But LeBron has made team hopping and ring chasing so normalized that when someone actually shows loyalty, it's treated as exceptional. Giannis is doing what used to be standard, and it looks revolutionary because LeBron destroyed those standards. And LeBron's fans will defend all of this. They'll say he's just maximizing his career. They'll say players have the right to control their destiny. They'll say it's smart to team up with other stars. All of that misses the point. It's not about rights or smart decisions. It's about what kind of legacy you want to build, and whether you're willing to earn it the hard way or take shortcuts. Giannis is choosing the hard way. He's betting on himself to make Milwaukee a championship destination through his play and his leadership. He's not running to easier situations. He's not manipulating systems. He's not controlling narratives through media puppets. He's just playing basketball and trying to win where he's at. That's pure. That's authentic. That's what sports is supposed to be. LeBron has turned the NBA into a political game where power and connections matter as much as talent, where controlling the narrative is as important as performance on the court, where having the right agent and the right media relationships determines outcomes as much as actual basketball ability. That's corrupted the sport and made it less about competition and more about who has the most leverage. The Joe Dumars reference from the Craig Carton show is perfect because it shows how LeBron's people operate. When someone validates criticism of LeBron, his defenders immediately attack that person's credibility. Dumars was a great player, but a struggling GM? Well, then his opinion doesn't count. Except when someone praises LeBron, suddenly their credentials don't matter. The standard changes based on what's being said. That's the game LeBron's camp plays constantly. Anyone who criticizes LeBron gets their credibility questioned. Anyone who praises him is treated as an expert. It's intellectually dishonest, and it's designed to make criticism impossible. But Giannis can't be discredited that way. His accomplishments speak for themselves. So when he takes a shot at LeBron's career philosophy, it lands in a way that can't be deflected. The reality is, LeBron has been allowed to operate above the rules for too long. He gets away with tampering. He gets away with forcing trades. He gets away with getting coaches fired. He gets away with manipulating rosters through his relationship with his agent, who represents half the league. No other player in NBA history has had that kind of unchecked power, and it's made the league worse. So there you have it. Giannis just exposed LeBron's entire career philosophy and the corrupt system LeBron has built around himself to control the NBA. Real legends don't chase rings and manipulate organizations through agents and media connections. They stay loyal and build something authentic. If you're tired of LeBron's stranglehold on basketball and his army of defenders attacking anyone who tells the truth, smash that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you think it's time for the NBA to end LeBron's unfair control over the league.